Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province, and now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of September 13, General Secretary Tolam, head of the Central Steering Committee on Science, Technology, Development, Innovation, and Digital Transformation, attended the thematic conference, the Digital Mass Education Digital National Assembly, focusing on the knowledge and digital skill framework for the modern legislature. The conference was attended by National Assembly Chairman Mr. Trần Thanh Mẫn, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, President of the Vietnam Phalang Rong Central Committee Do Yang Chiến, along with leaders of the party and state, and more than 10,000 delegates both in person and online. And the Tayninh Provincial side participants included Mr. Phạm Hồng Thái, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and head of the Provincial National Assembly Deputy Delegation, Ms. Hoàng Thị Thanh Thúy, Deputy Head of the Delegation in charge of Special Affairs, and Ms. Đặng Thị Ngọc Mai, Vice Chairwoman of the Provincial People Council, together with local National Assembly Deputy.
At the conference, the National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn emphasized that the thematic event, Digital Mass Education, Digital National Assembly, demonstrated the National Assembly's strong commitment to digital transformation in public service. He underscored that it concretizes the General Secretary Tolam's direction that science, technology, innovation, and digital transformation are the key driving forces, the golden key for breakthrough development, overcoming challenges and realizing the aspiration for a prosperous and powerful nation. The delegates also heard the National Assembly Committee on Science, Technology and Environment present updates on the organization of digital mass education, digital National Assembly movement, as well as the Party Committee of the National Assembly's policies on building digital knowledge and skill foundations for a modern lifelong learning legislature. As part of the conference, the platform's Digital Mass Education Digital National Assembly was officially launched, and leaders of under the NIC signed a commitment to implement the movement, affirming the strong political determination from the central to grassroots levels to accelerate and effectively promote digital transformation across the entire National Assembly system.
On the morning of September 13 in the world, the Ministry of Industry and Trade of Vietnam and the People Committee of the Ninh Province, in coordination with the Ministry of Commerce of Cambodia, held a conference on connecting enterprise in production, distribution, and logistics between Vietnam and Cambodia. The conference was co-chaired by Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade Phan Thị Thắng, member of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee, Vice Chairman of the Tayninh Provincial People Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thành, and His Excellency TayNinhTVToday, Secretary of State of the Cambodia Ministry of Commerce. At the event, delegates from both countries presented report and discussion highlighting the potential of the Vietnam-Cambodia market. Several specific solutions were proposed, including harmonizing technical standards, investing in cold chain and warehouse system, expanding electronic custom clearance mechanism, developing cross-border economic cooperation zone at border gate, and strengthening border trade infrastructure. These measures aim to establish production, distribution and logistic network, striving to reduce cross-border logistic costs by 10 to 15% by the year 2030. Speaking at the conference, the Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade Phạm Thị Thắng emphasized that this is a solid foundation for the Ministry of Industry and Trade of Vietnam and the Ministry of Commerce of Cambodia to continue coordinating and building detailed action plans to implement the proposed solution. She also suggested that in the meantime, relevant agencies and units of the two countries need to maintain close cooperation, listen to the business community, and provide timely support to solve difficulties and obstacles arising in the process of cooperation.
The complex fluctuation from the world economy are creating both challenges and opportunities for Taynin's development, and the decision of FET to maintain interest rates and cause the USD to strengthen and combined with the global trade tensions, this may affect the province's key export enterprises. Until the IMF forecasts economic growth for 3% and uncertainties in trade policy remain a major barrier. However, despite these difficulties, Taynin's economy has shown a strong resilience In the first 6 months of this year, the province GDP grew by 9.63% with a year-end target set at over 10%, and this reflects the flexibility and recovery capacity of the global economy. And the stronger the US dollar alone brings considerable advantages. As progress from TayNinhTV, especially in the process industry, will become more competitive in international markets. Nevertheless, the province needs to closely monitor global economic developments to promptly adjust policies, maintain an attractive investment environment, and promote the sustainable growth of the key economic sectors.
The National Achievement Exhibition commemorating the 80th anniversary of the National Day, September 2nd, with the theme 80-year journey of independence, freedom, happiness, held in the capital Hanoi, has attracted special attention and created strong ripple effects among all social classes. Participating in the exhibition, the province grew, particularly in tobacco, agricultural, and industrial products, has attracted a large number of visitors to explore and experience.
And with the theme TayNinhTV Aspiration for Integration and Sustainable Development, TayNinhTV has introduced to the people and visitors typical agricultural products manufactured according to VietGap standards. Among these, many products have been exported to major markets. Participating in the 80-year exhibition in Hanoi, the Department of Industry and Trade, specifically the Provincial Industrial Promotion and Trade Promotion Center, has introduced the products such as fresh fruits, seedless lemons, and Châu Thành dragon fruits, Badang casables, and processed products such as rice paper rolls, trail fruits, cherry dried fruits, and tea, peanuts, and other typical products in TayNinhTV province. At this exhibition, many FDI enterprises operating in the province have also brought their company's typical products also. The tile's main raw material is natural rubber sourced from TayNinhTV, and our company's factory is also located in TayNinhTV. We use the Chinese technology combined with the TayNinhTV's raw materials to create this product. And today is a very special occasion, so we brought to our company's products for display. Participating in this year 80 years exhibition, we have to introduce the TayNinhTV's products to cities and cities nationwide, especially in Hanoi. Additionally, there is also an opportunity for enterprises to introduce and promote their products to consumers, to access the new markets and even export markets also. And furthermore, TayNinhTV province has also introduced to the people and visitors the image of a modern TayNinhTV full of aspiration with the projects such as Ho Chi Minh City Mobile Expressway, Dầu Tiếng Lakeside Road, and Phước Đông Industrial Park, displayed in the model and the 3D film formats, showing the province's systematic and synchronized development orientation in the near future. And today, TayNinhTV province exhibition spots have attracted over 500,000 visitors for exploration and experience. And the National Achievement Exhibition for 80 years journey of the independence, freedom, happiness will continue till September the 15th.
In the first 8 months of this year, state budget revenue in the province reached nearly 35,600 billion Vietnam dong, of which the largest revenue share were domestic revenue at nearly 31,000 billion Vietnam dong, with main revenue item including foreign invested enterprise, state-owned enterprises, non-state sector, personal income tax, and construction lottery activity. After the provincial mature, the provincial tax department has been rapidly decisive and synchronized in implementing state budget revenue collection solutions. The unit has urgently consolidated the tax database of the two units before the merger, aiming to facilitate management of taxpayer and expand revenue collection potential. In parallel, the tax authority has also strengthened tax inspection activity, focusing on high-risk sector and enterprise related to related party transaction, transfer pricing, tax fraud, and large enterprise whose tax payments are not commensurate with their operational scale. Additionally, the tax authority also emphasized propaganda and taxpayer support activity, promoting administrative procedure reform and maximizing the use of electronic tax service, helping taxpayers fulfill their obligation quickly and transparently while reducing compliance costs.
and to promptly resolve issues and improve the service quality for citizens. Since the operation of the two-level local government system, TayNinhTV province has always paid attention to receiving and handling the feedback and suggestions from citizens and businesses. And to date, the entire province has received approximately 460 feedback reports and suggestions related to administrative procedures and have been received and forwarded to relevant functional agencies for handling in accordance with the regulations. Among these, 315 feedback reports and suggestions have been definitely restored, with the result publicly disclosed on the National Public Service Portal and helping citizens easily monitor progress. The remaining feedback and suggestions are currently being processed and have not yet reached the efforts of the provincial government in listening and promptly resolving issues, contributing to improving the investment and business environment.
TayNinhTV province is actually implementing residential policy to support enterprises, especially small and medium-sized businesses and household enterprises, investing in digital transformation, research, and technological innovation to improve production, management, and business efficiency. The province has introduced a set of criteria to assess the level of digital transformation in enterprise and announced major challenges in science, technology, and innovation for the business community to participate in the solving. At the same time, TayNinhTV encourages startups, support digital technology enterprises, and promote smart production in key sectors such as agriculture, industry, healthcare, education, and tourism. The province is also developing a high-tech industrial park linked with an innovation center and a digital technology hub. By 2030, TayNinhTV aims for more than 40% of local enterprises to engage in innovation activities. By 2025, over 50% of science and technology enterprises in the province are expected to master core technologies. On Eros Vietnam journey, the German career orientation journey made its first appearance in the province, specifically at Loma College, bringing opportunity for students to learn, experience, and explore global career paths while still in school. With a total of over 5,600 students enrolled in both college and intermediate levels, Loma College is currently training 22 professionals across diverse fields, from mechanic, automotive technology, electrical, electronic, radio generation, economics, information technology to garment, fashion design. This multidisciplinary nature has created conditions for young people to directly connect with German organizations and enterprise right at the program, opening up opportunity for studying abroad and future employment. I got to learn about and experience the school various professions. I feel this is a very beneficial festival. I toured the school and learned about garment, mechanical, and automotive profession. And I was very happy to experience those professions which are also very beneficial for my future. At the program, the school training department also had the opportunity to introduce many machinery and equipment models, helping high school students better visualize their future careers. In the mechanical department, specifically the automotive mechanic sector, we will display teaching process model as the school for students to have hands-on experience with products we have created, such as machining and automotive sector. Model and machinery equipment here are displayed for students to better understand their profession, their field, and the work that we do later. The German career orientation journey is not only an opportunity for students to broaden their horizon, but also a chance for Loma College to affirm its role in training high-quality human resources ready for integration and reaching out to the world.
And TayNinhTV has now achieved for the 4G coverage in 100% of hamlets, neighborhoods, rural and border areas across the province. At the same time, the province is focusing on expanding the 5G coverage and improving the mobile network service quality, giving priority to key areas such as public administrative offices, commercial centers, and urban zones. As of now, 5G has been deployed in 46 out of 96 communes and wards, reaching for nearly 48%. Connectivity infrastructure continues to be improved with the basic indicators. For 92% of households have access to fiber optic broadband internet, and average fixed broadband speed has reached 224 megabytes. And mobile network record average download speeds of 75 megabytes per second. In addition, around 87% of mobile phone subscribers are now using smartphones, effectively serving the development of digital government, digital economy, and digital society.
Today, the entire province has had 4 units implement the system. 13 healthcare facilities are in the process of implementation, while the remaining 15 facilities have not yet implemented it and are currently contacting suppliers for solution consultation. In the initial phase, the implementation has generally proceeded smoothly. However, some units still face difficulties.
Một trong những cái vấn đề khó khăn đó là cái hạ tầng.
One of the difficult issues in infrastructure. The implementation requires synchronized infrastructure units, especially equipment systems that need to be connected and capable of transferring data to store electronic medical record. For these issues, the department also has solutions. However, we are currently in the bidding process to procure infrastructure for the units. This issue is ongoing to support the units. Initial results show that the implementation of electronic medical records has had positive developments. In the meantime, the Rural Health sector will continue to improve infrastructure, expand and synchronize the system, striving to enhance the quality of medical examination and treatment and modernize local healthcare. In the context of increasing environmental pollution and growing domestic waste, raising community awareness has become an urgent task. With youthful energy and pioneering spirit, local youth union organizations have maintained many practical activities and effective models. These efforts contribute to really environmental rotation awareness, aiming toward the goal of building a green, clean, and beautiful homeland. The following is the report from Aluplam Commune, TayNinhTV Province. This is the 5th time in 2025 that the Aluplam Commune Youth Union has organized a peak activity, showing hands to build new rural areas combined with Green Sunday. Young union members participated in planting 200 new trees along road routes, along with many other practical activities. Right after the commune and world were merged, the Aluplam Commune Youth Union has cooperated with organizations and groups to develop many practical activities such as launching campaigns to clean dust on roads and clearing vegetation. Besides that, we also promote propaganda words, raising awareness of environmental protection in the community, helping people understand the responsibility and benefits of maintaining a clean living environment. This activity has contributed to beautifying the landscape, ensuring a green, clean, and beautiful environment. Not only the organization, but young union members can also clearly identify their role and responsibility. As a young union member of Aluplam Commune, I have directly participated in many activities to clean the environment, collect and show waste at shore, such as the Green Sunday program. Through this activity, I realized my responsibility. It can be seen that through practical words, tour, and activity, young union members have been and are affirming their core role in environmental protection work, waste sorting at shore, and new rural construction. This action demonstrates the sense of responsibility of today's youth, contributing to spreading green lifestyle and naturally maintaining a suitable environment for future generations. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.